You are looking live at the capital city of the Palmetto State. Columbia, South Carolina is the destination for the brand new era of WWE. This is where everything will start anew, live in the Colonial Life Arena tonight. The brand new era of WWE is set to commence. Of course, we will have brand new looks for Raw and SmackDown, brand new rosters, everybody with a different goal when it comes to their dreams here in the WWE. The question is, who will grab the brass ring and who will be able to make their dreams a reality? We are excited to bring this brand new era of Raw and SmackDown. Everything will be starting anew, starting tonight. A brand new look for the red brand. And I gotta say, we have a sold out Colonial Life Arena here tonight. Everybody is packed. Everybody is seated. We got some fans on their feet to kick things off here tonight. Everything starts anew here tonight in the WWE. Welcome to the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. And welcome to the brand new era of WWE. And oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't think of a better man to kick us off here tonight to begin this brand new era of WWE. None other than the best in the world, the Second City Saint, the voice of the voiceless, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the building. CM Punk gracing us with his presence here tonight as the first face we will see in this brand new era of WWE. Of course, CM Punk returning to WWE years ago with one goal in mind, main eventing WrestleMania. He has done that, but now the question is, what is the next goal in mind for CM Punk? CM Punk has pretty much done everything there is to do here in the WWE, and that brings us to question, why is CM Punk here? Why is he kicking us off here tonight on Monday Night Raw? And I guarantee you CM Punk will be giving us the answers in just a short period of time. As you saw the overview of Colonial Life Arena here in Columbia, South Carolina here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this place is packed. All the fans are seated. We have sold out here tonight. Everybody on their feet for the arrival of the best in the world. And CM Punk, we all know the type of person CM Punk is. He never claims to be a good guy, actually he always claims to be sort of a bad guy, but he will always speak his mind, and that is exactly what CM Punk is about to do right here, right now, as CM Punk kicks things off here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk, of course, staking his claim to the World Heavyweight Championship here tonight just moments ago, and also stating that if anybody back there has an issue with what Punk just said, take it up with him face to face, man to man. And here is a man that could also make an argument to stake his claim for the World Heavyweight Championship. It is the Ring General, Gunther. Gunther is here live on Monday Night Raw, and he is now making his way towards the ring. I guess Gunther heard what CM Punk had to say, and now the ring general may be looking to get a few things off of his chest as well here tonight. Oh my goodness! Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that Gunther has heard enough, and now the brawl is starting to commence here tonight to kick things off here in Colombia. Of course, CM Punk and Gunther going back and forth. Gunther coming out here running his mouth, talking all that trash, saying that he is the best in the world, that CM Punk is only second to him. Punk did not mind Gunther coming out here and boasting. Hell, as Punk said, he retired John Cena, one of Punk's greatest rivals. But the one thing CM Punk would not allow is the disrespect that Gunther has shown everybody that has come in his path. And now it seems like CM Punk and Gunther, instead of settling it in a match the right way, the way that CM Punk wanted to settle it, Gunther said no. Punk says that it sounded to him like Gunther feared the best in the world, and now it seems like they're going at it right here, right now, and look at this. Gunther going ahead and getting out of dodge here, trying to get away from CM Punk. But the best in the world, the voice of the voiceless, the Second City Saint, standing tall here on Monday Night Raw. So wait a minute, Gunther immediately running back towards the ring, trying to catch Punk off guard, but CM Punk right back on the attack. Punk trying to keep Gunther grounded. Oh my God! A big chop by Gunther, taking down CM Punk, and now it's Gunther back into the fray, but CM Punk will not allow Gunther to keep this momentum going. Punk now doing all he can to keep down the ring general. CM Punk live and in living color, making sure that Gunther does not get the last laugh here tonight as the ring general sent to the outside. Well, a quick start, a fiery start here tonight for Monday Night Raw, but we've got to move on here as that brawl continues. Of course, coming here tonight, we've got women's tag team action as we will see the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane and Asuka, go 2v2 against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And then, of course, in our main event, ladies and gentlemen, Intercontinental Championship match qualifier. Of course, we will have a fatal four-way matchup at Backlash to determine the first ever Intercontinental Champion. More on that in a little bit, but Seth freaking Rollins goes one-on-one with Gunther's running buddy, Ludwig Kaiser, later tonight in our main event. But we have another Intercontinental Championship qualifying matchup coming up here shortly. The first matchup of the night as Master Gable is in the building.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to
Of course, Master Gable, Chad Gable, accompanied by his peers, or his pupils, I should say, in American Made. You got the Creed brothers, Brutus and Julius, and you got the Pitbull, Ivy Nile. Some impressive talents here in the WWE, still looking to find their way here on the main roster. And tonight could be a big start in American Made's mission to become one of the top stables in WWE history. And of course, Chad Gable has had many opportunities to claim the Intercontinental Championship before in the past, has been unsuccessful. But as we said all along, all night, it is a new era here in the WWE, a fresh start for everybody in the back. And tonight could just be the night that catapults Chad Gable's career into the single success that he has always wanted. It is going to be a good one, but it is not going to be easy for Chad Gable at all. He is going up against one of the top rising stars here in the WWE. That boy is certainly bouncy as we await the young OG, the man that has made a lot of headlines in his short time here in the WWE. One of the youngest competitors we have, and he has already taken the main roster by storm. Javon Evans is on the scene here tonight on Monday Night Raw. The young OG is here, and he is looking to be the first man to put his name in the hat when it comes to qualifying for Backlash.
And his opponent from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 180 pounds, Javon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this impressive young man has all the tools to be a future main eventer in this business, a future world champion. He has received multiple compliments from legends of the game, his peers in the business today. There's just something about Javon Evans, the skill set he possesses at such a young age, the mind that he possesses at such a young age. That is why he is here today in the WWE, and that is why he is in this Intercontinental Championship qualifying matchup. This matchup's going to get underway as Javon Evans looks out to the crowd trying to get some energy from them. And now Chad Gable and Javon Evans meeting in the middle of the ring. And oh, here's Chad Gable telling Javon to take a shot here. Javon really doesn't know what to think about it. Young OG thinking about it. Well, there we go. There's a shot to the leg right there. Gable said that didn't really affect him, but now Javon gets a strike in, and here we go. We've got a fat start here to the first matchup of the night. Chad Gable and Javon Evans going back and forth here in the middle of the ring as Javon, oh my goodness, catches Chad Gable with that big super kick under the jaw. There's a kick out at 2, but that's a fast start. Already a deep 2 count for Javon Evans. My goodness, well, now we're starting to get a little bit traditional here. Collar and elbow tie up with these two, and now Chad Gable looking to slow down Javon Evans right here. Of course, Intercontinental Championship qualifying matchup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for our first premium live event or a pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter to us, but Backlash will be the first big event here in a couple of weeks' time, and over the next few weeks we will have some qualifying matches to determine who will pick up the spots in a fatal 4-way matchup at Backlash to determine who will become the first Intercontinental Champion. Right now, Javon Evans in full control of Chad Gable, it seems. Now Javon here, oh my goodness, takes the head off Gable right there with a big kick. And Chad Gable right now, I don't know what his game plan was, but he clearly needs to figure something else out right now. But oh my goodness, well, I guess I'm going to have to eat my words right there as Chad Gable takes out Javon with that little rolling kick right there as American Made looks on at ringside. Of course, Master Gable, as we said, has been looking for single success here in his career, has been unsuccessful at winning the Intercontinental Championship in the past. Of course, Master Gable, a former tag team champion, a multi-time tag team champion over his career with multiple partners. And now he has his pupils, American Made, trying to help him. Why? I don't know if they're going to try to help him. Maybe Master Gable wants to try to do this alone. Maybe he wants to take down the young OG by himself. As of right now, that he is doing that. But you have to keep in mind of the factors, the 3 factors outside the ring right now with the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. Right now, Javon Evans is in deep trouble as Chad Gable is all over the young OG, trying to keep the young man grounded. But Javon with a big kick there, trying to get his way back into this contest. Now here comes the young OG, starting to fight back a little bit with a kick to the back of Gable. Now Javon off the ropes now into the big splash, takes down Gable, hooks the leg here into the cover. Gable in trouble, kick out at 2 though. Javon still has a lot left to go. Of course, this is 1 of 2. And oh, wait a minute, Gable sent to the outside. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, hold that thought. Javon Evans now on the top rope. We might see a little bit of high flying here from the young man. Javon Evans takes down Chad Gable. And that is the high-flying ability, the agility, the speed that Javon Evans possesses as to why his peers believe he is going to be a top dog in this industry very, very soon. But he caught a back elbow for his troubles as he tried to go get Chad Gable. And right now, the experienced Chad Gable doing everything he can to slow down the momentum of Javon Evans. And now Javon face first off the apron, the hardest part of the ring right now, as Mr. Gable in full control. Brutus and Julius looking on. Ivy Nile, of course, somewhere as well looking on. American made. They want to become one of the top factions in WWE. They want, oh, wait a minute. Here comes Chad Gable, has a hold of Javon Evans. Oh my goodness, face first. What an impressive maneuver. Master Gable, of course, we all know Chad Gable, very, very experienced in the ring. We said that earlier. Javon Evans able to thrust the shoulder up. Ivy Nile can't believe it. Brutus can't believe it. But that's just the heart and the soul that Javon Evans has. You're going to have to put him 6 feet under if you're going to take him out. And now Chad Gable has Javon on the top rope here. Javon, though, able to push him away with that big boot. And now Javon takes down Gable once again with that big spinning kick. And now Javon, oh, wait a minute. We might see a little bit more high flying. Javon Evans now with the big elbow drop. Javon now back into the fray. The young OG looking pretty good, looking to secure the victory here tonight. Looking to take out Chad Gable right here, right now. Another big spinning kick. Probably didn't get all of it, though. Now off the ropes into the elbow drop. He definitely did not get all of that one, but he got enough to keep Gable on the ground. Into the cover, we've got a 2 count here, and that's all he'll get. That is all Javon will get, a kick out at 2. Chad Gable, he's got to find another strategy here. We all know how smart Chad Gable is. He has a strategy and he has a plan for everything. But right now, Javon Evans is taking it to Master Gable. Chad Gable does not have any answers as of right now, which is unlike Chad Gable. But right now, Javon Evans on the top rope with the Spanish fly, taking down Chad Gable. Chad Gable in huge trouble now. Javon Evans to the corner. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. High on Evans. Oh, excuse me, from the Evans. I said that name wrong. Into the cover, though. Javon Evans looking to go to backlash, and Chad Gable got the shoulder up. Well, you got to think, if you're Javon Evans, you've hit some of your best maneuvers. What do you have to do in order to win this matchup here tonight? Chad Gable is no slouch. Everybody knows that. But Javon thought he had the matchup won with from the Evans off the top rope, just spinning in midair, doing anything he can. And after the big drop kick, Chad Gable and Javon both hit the ground. These two men giving it their all to see who is going to go to Backlash to have a chance at the Intercontinental Championship. Meanwhile, we've got a chaos theory from Chad Gable. Gable falling into the cover. Will this do it? Gable's going to Backlash, and Javon Evans able to get the shoulder up. Javon Evans, after the big drop kick, was right in the way, in clear position, in perfect position for Chad Gable to set up the chaos theory. But at the end of the day, the heart and the drive of the young OG would not allow Master Gable to pick up the win. Well, now Master Gable, he's going to have to go into his bag of tricks here. Chad Gable is not looking, oh, wait a minute, look at the power of Chad Gable taking down Javon. I'll say the original game plan of Chad Gable did not work. Now we have to see what is going to happen with Javon Evans. Is Chad Gable going to be able to keep this young man down in order to get the Backlash and put his name in the hat to become the Intercontinental Champion? But it doesn't look like it right now. Big drop kick by Javon Evans. And oh boy, what is Javon looking to do here? We talked about the high-flying ability of the young OG. Javon oh my goodness! Flying through the air, and he took out Ivy Nile with Chad Gable. Javon Evans in full control of the situation now. Sends Gable into the, oh, wait a minute, what the hell is this? What the hell is going on out there? Well, we knew at some point that American May was possibly going to get involved, and you see it right there, putting their hands on Javon. That should be a disqualification. I don't know what's going on between Julius and Brutus out there, but Ivy Nile slowing down Javon, and now Javon is down once again. Chad Gable is back in control. You've got to be kidding me. Gable now with a big elbow drop from the top rope, flying through the air. And Javon Evans able to get the shoulder up. Chad Gable can't believe it. Julius can't believe it. Ivy Nile also can't believe it. But Chad Gable staying right on the attack as he should. But Javon Evans starting to find his way back into this contest, starting to fight his way back into the match. Looking to the crowd for some help here, taking out Chad Gable with that running strike. Javon Evans talking a little bit of trash now. What is Javon's game plan here as he looks to fight his way back into this contest? Takes down Chad Gable once again. Javon Evans, I know he's hurting, and he knows that the numbers game is now on his side, clearly, as we already saw. But Javon Evans right now, oh my goodness, my voice, I apologize. A brain buster by Javon Evans. Gable is down. Javon doing everything he can to drag him around the ring, but Gable got the kick up, and Javon is down once again. Oh, able to roll out of the way. Oh, wait a minute. Look at Ivy Nile now distracting Javon. I mean, this is ridiculous. Ivy Nile getting involved again. Crucifix here by Gable. He's got a 2-count kick out as Javon got the shoulder up. Javon Evans getting the shoulder up right there. And now here comes Javon. Oh, my goodness. A big clothesline. Takes out Chad Gable. Getting the Gable up to his feet. Javon Evans. Oh, wait a minute here. Oh, gee. Cutter out of nowhere by the young OG. And that's all she wrote. And Javon Evans has cashed his ticket. He has cashed his big lottery ticket. Javon Evans, you are headed to Backlash. Well, what an opening contest. Master Gable and American May did everything they could to make sure Chad Gable would be the one heading to Backlash to fight for the Intercontinental Championship. But at the end of the day, the young OG showing why many believe he is the future of this business, and he will be the first man putting his name in the hat for the prestigious championship. Are you not entertained, ladies and gentlemen? Javon Evans overcomes the odds of American Made and Master Gable here tonight, and he has punched his ticket to St. Louis in the upcoming weeks here in WWE. Javon Evans had big plans when he came to WWE. He wanted to become a champion, and now he has a chance to become one of the youngest champions in history. As we said, at Backlash in St. Louis, we had 4 spots available. 1 has been filled up by the young OG Javon Evans after his impressive victory over Chad Gable. Will Rollins or Kaiser join him later tonight? We will have to see, but as of right now, the young OG celebrates his big win. He's headed to St. Louis. More action getting set to commence here tonight on Monday Night Raw as we have women's tag team action here tonight as everybody is on their feet for the arrival of the Queen. A multi-time women's champion, a multi-time women's tag team champion, Royal Rumble winner, WrestleMania main eventer. There is almost nothing that Charlotte Flair has not done over her career. There's a reason why they call her the Queen, and tonight she is taking a step into women's tag team competition with a woman whose relationship this relationship started off a little rocky between Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Of course, Charlotte was not getting the wins she wanted, and she needed a little bit of help, but she did not want to admit that. Alexa Bliss would try to come to the aid of Charlotte Flair for months. For months, exactly, yes, I got that right. For months, she came to the aid of Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair did not want her help. She did not care for Alexa Bliss. And Alexa was like, look, we don't have to be friends, but clearly, if we join forces, we could probably get something done. And if we're going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, they have become a formidable tag team here in the women's tag team division. Hell, I would even say they've even started bonding and having a little bit of a friendship growing amongst themselves. As we fumble over our words on commentary, I apologize. We will hopefully get things rocking as the night continues. But Charlotte Flair steps into the ring here tonight. She wants a big win, and she has a great tag team partner to help her try and get that here tonight. A former multi-time women's champion in her own right, also a multi-time women's tag team champion as well, Miss Money in the Bank. There is almost nothing that this woman has not done in her career. It was the stubbornness of Little Miss Bliss that got us to the tag team we have today. Charlexa is what many fans call them. I don't know if they like the name or not, but regardless, that is what they have been titled. And of course, as we said, the stubbornness of Alexa Bliss is why we are here today, is the reason why Charlotte has decided to comply with Alexa Bliss to try and make this work. And if we're going to be honest, it has worked out well for these women. They have not had really much contention for the women's championships over the past couple of months, but the women's tag team division has been wide open for them as they want to make a good impression here tonight to get their name in the hat to possibly get some championship opportunities. But they're going to be facing a formidable tag team in their opponents. Once again, more former women's tag team champions. A lot of championships between these four women in this matchup tonight. But the version of these ladies that they're facing tonight is probably the most dangerous we've seen yet.
And their opponents, Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors.
You got Kairi Sane on the right, the Pirate Princess, and the Empress Asuka on the left. Well, now she's on the right of your screen since our cameraman is, oh, there you go. She is on the left of your screen, the Kabuki Warriors, former women's tag team champions in their own right. And I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, Charlexa, they might want to be careful here tonight because this might be the most sinister and the most dangerous version of the Kabuki Warriors that we have ever seen here in the WWE. These two women nowadays, they do not care what they have to do. They will break your bones. They will injure you. They will do whatever it takes in order to get a satisfactory feeling after their work is done here tonight. And we are going to see these two dangerous women in action. Of course, there's a lot of history between everybody in this ring here tonight. But now it is women's tag team action in full effect here on Monday Night Raw, live in the Colonial Life Arena, the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. As this matchup is underway, we're getting things started with Kairi Sane and the Queen. As right now, Kairi out of the gate all over Charlotte Flair with a flurry of offense. She got Alexa Bliss standing in her respective corner, as well as Asuka. Traditional tag team rules here tonight in this contest. As right now, Kairi Sane looking to divide the ring, looking to keep her in her side of the ring with Asuka. We have an early tag. We're probably going to see a lot of tag team expertise from these two women as, oh my goodness, well, a double back body drop. That'll certainly keep Charlotte down. Now it's Asuka here going to do, raining down some strikes here on the Queen. As right now, this is not the start that you were hoping for if you were Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. As right now, Asuka pummeling Charlotte Flair the way she knows. As you can see, the face paint of Asuka, a lot more dangerous version of Asuka than we've seen over the past. The evolution, oh my goodness, the evolution of the Empress has been very dangerous, yet very good to see. But that spinning back elbow that she just received from Charlotte Flair might be dangerous for her health. Almost knocked Asuka's head off with that one, as now the Queen seems to be back in the swing of things. She just needed to get a little bit of warm-up, I suppose. Needed to feel her way into this matchup, and now Charlotte Flair all over the Empress. Of course, as we stated, a lot of history between all these women. As you know, Asuka had an undefeated streak here in WWE, would then go on to win the Royal Rumble years ago. She would face Charlotte Flair on that night, and of course, we know Charlotte Flair would end up defeating Asuka, ending her undefeated streak. Of course, in an alternate timeline, maybe you never know, but in the other case, the other champion that Asuka could have picked on that night was Alexa Bliss. So there's a lot of history between all these women in the ring right now. Alexa got the tag, as we did notice that, but Asuka trying to keep Alexa Bliss at bay, but well, excuse me, my goodness, fumbling over our words here. Let's try this again. Asuka tried to keep Alexa Bliss at bay, but Little Miss Bliss had other plans. Now Alexa Bliss here has a hold of Asuka, and oh my goodness, look at the power of Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss may be small in stature, but she still has some abilities on her. She's still got a little bit of strength. And now, oh, Kairi Sane hits the ground. Alexa Bliss starting to feel it here, but unfortunately she runs right into Asuka as she tried to go get her from the outside, and now Asuka sending Alexa right into the barricade, right in front of the fans, and my goodness, she sends it into it again. And just like that, the Empress has regained control of this tag team affair here tonight. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the locker room, whether you're on Raw or on SmackDown, everybody trying to make a good first impression, the best impression that they can. Of course, Backlash, the first big event here in WWE in this calendar year, and you want to get on that card by any means necessary, because that could be a start of a great year for you if you're on there, or it could be the opposite. It could be vice versa. If you're not on the Backlash card, then maybe, just maybe, this is not going to be a good year for you. Not a good outlook to start off not being on one of the biggest shows of the year. So, of course, as we noticed earlier, Javon Evans able to put his name in the hat. He will be heading to St. Louis. But what will happen at the end of this match, regardless if you win or lose, will any of these women be able to make enough of a big impression to get the higher-ups to say, maybe, just maybe, we want one of these women on the high key? Yes, now, oh my goodness, well, Charlotte Flair was trying to get a tag from Alexa Bliss. Kairi saying it will slow her down, but my goodness, Alexa with a nice clothesline. She'll get the tag anyway. In comes in the Queen. Kairi saying, though, right on top of things. This is why the Kabuki Warriors are so dangerous. They are right on. Oh my goodness, well, this is also why Charlotte Flair is so dangerous. Kairi Sane was right on top of things, trying to make sure Charlotte Flair didn't get any momentum, but clearly that didn't matter, because now she just got her chest chopped into bits. As right now the Queen is in full control. What is Charlotte Flair looking to do? Off the rope she goes, into the running bulldog. Down goes Kairi Sane. Cover here has the shoulders down. Does Charlotte Flair on Kairi Sane hook the leg as well, but a kick out as she powers out at 2. Not enough for the Queen and Little Miss Bliss here tonight. What is Charlotte Flair's game plan now? Is Kairi Sane looking to create oh my God! Well, Kairi Sane looked to create some separation, and she just damn near took Charlotte Flair's head off with that spinning back fist. I'm surprised Charlotte Flair isn't knocked out cold right now. I mean, my goodness, that spinning back fist just out of nowhere took out Charlotte Flair. And now Charlotte is not in a good position right now. I don't know how the hell Charlotte is fighting back at this time. It's, oh my goodness, there's a back elbow by Asuka. Asuka now the legal woman with Flair in the ring. Alexa Bliss, all she can do is watch right now. It's, oh my, I mean, Charlotte Flair's taking a lot of damage. Rolling over is Asuka into the cover, looking to pin the Queen here tonight, but Charlotte able to power out at 2. Asuka is very cold, very calculated. She knew that Charlotte probably wasn't going to be finished right then and there. She knows she has to do more, but that looking to wear down the Queen with these various pin attempts, as Charlotte's going to have to use energy in order to get out of that. Well, wait a minute. Here comes Charlotte Flair now, starting to get things back in her favor. Charlotte Flair starting to turn the tide here in this contest. Now heading to the top rope is the Queen. Waiting for Asuka to get up Charlotte Flair. Oh, wait a minute. What's Charlotte doing? Looking to go for it anyway, and she crashed and burned as Asuka moved out of the way just barely. And just like that, Asuka and Kairi Sane back in control. The Kabuki Warriors taking advantage of what Charlotte Flair just did to herself. Well, that is why they call going to the top rope high risk, high reward. But Charlotte Flair is still in the fight. There's a big boot taking down Asuka. Got another big boot for her troubles as well. Now Charlotte gets the tag to Alexa. Asuka gets the tag to Kairi Sane. Here we go. Kairi Sane running all over to the other side of the ring to stop. Oh my God, there's a big punch by Alexa Bliss. Probably just broke Kairi Sane's jaw. And now Alexa Bliss looking for that patented DDT that has won her many championships in the past. Oh, wait a minute. Where the hell did Asuka come from? Well, we just saw Asuka get taken out by that big boot by Charlotte Flair, but clearly it wasn't enough because she almost immediately got back in the middle of the ring to take out Kairi Sane. Well, it doesn't matter, as right now Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair still in control. They're showing a little bit more tag team prowess. As I said, these two can be a formidable tag team. Oh, wait a minute. Alexa Bliss, she's not the legal woman, and yet she just took out Kairi Sane. Referee trying to gain some control. Meanwhile, Charlotte Flair looking to take advantage of the situation. But unfortunately, Kairi Sane still has fight left in that pirate heart of hers. Well, Alexa Bliss doing anything she can to help out Charlotte Flair get the victory here tonight, as these two women have been battling. What a battle this has been here tonight in this women's tag team action. And now Charlotte Flair heading to the top rope, maybe taking a page out of Javon Evans' book with the Spanish Fly. Both women are down. Asuka looks on. Charlotte Flair, what's her game plan here? Tries to go for a punch on Asuka. Asuka able to reverse it, but Kairi Sane immediately getting to her feet and probably just knocks Charlotte clean out with that spinning back fist yet again. Takes care of Alexa Bliss, or at least attempt to do wheelbarrow stunner there by Kairi Sane. Charlotte's in trouble. Alexa taking off the apron. This time she does what she needs to do. Big chop there. Charlotte's all alone right now, and she is isolated. Tag to Asuka. Here comes Kairi Sane and Asuka with yet another back body drop. It's looking dire for the Queen. Dire situation right now for Charlotte Flair. She's got to find a way to fight her way back into this. She's got to get to Alexa Bliss in the corner. But right now the Kabuki Warriors, they are cutting off the ring, cutting the ring in half. As now Asuka, she's got a hold of Charlotte Flair. She's got the Asuka lock locked in here. Charlotte Flair's in deep trouble, but Alexa Bliss able to get there to break things up. But how much fight does the Queen have left? How much is left in Charlotte Flair? We all know it is not easy to defeat Charlotte Flair with all the offense and all the damage she's taken here tonight. Clearly, it just might be coming to the winding moments of this contest as Alexa Bliss was taken off the apron once again. Kairi sits down Charlotte. She's in prime position. Kairi Sane, insane elbow, driving it through the golden heart of Charlotte Flair. And that's all she wrote here tonight. The Kabuki Warriors victorious in this tag team affair. And we said it earlier, ladies and gentlemen, possibly the most dangerous, most disgusting version of the Kabuki Warriors we've ever seen. And they showed it here tonight, doing anything it takes to win this contest. They completely divided the ring in the winding moments of that matchup, and at the end of the day, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, their time as a tag team does not compare to the Kabuki Warriors.
Here are your winners, Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors.
Impressive outing for Kairi Sane and Asuka here tonight as the Kabuki Warriors celebrate. And we apologize to cut their celebration just a tad bit short. But just a reminder, in our main event here tonight, Seth freaking Rollins, Ludwig Kaiser, Intercontinental Championship Qualifying matchup. Who is joining Javon Evans at Backlash? But before we get to that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a live appearance from the man, one of the greatest to ever do it. Well, the greatest of all time, at least in her mind, and it's not just her saying it. Bleacher Report also says that. I hope I got that right. But Becky Lynch, the man, is here in Colonial Life Arena, and she is making her way down to the ring. She is scheduled for a little bit of mic time here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And we all know when Becky Lynch has a microphone, she has a tangent. She goes on many tangents. She has a tendency to yap. But at the end of the day, most of what she says ends up being the truth. And most of the time, it ends up becoming a reality. Becky Lynch making her presence known here tonight. What is on the mind of the man? One of the greatest to ever do it. Let's see what Becky Lynch has to say for the masses here tonight. Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Lee is in the building. What the hell is she doing here? We haven't seen AJ Lee in years. I thought she retired. In fact, I know she retired. What the hell is going on here tonight on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot to unpack here after what just transpired. Becky Lynch says that she is the only one that deserves to be champion, and there's not a damn thing that anyone can do about it. And AJ Lee is back in WWE. Back live here on Monday Night Raw here in Columbia, South Carolina, and we've got more women's action ready to commence as the Dark Angel is arriving. Moments ago, ladies and gentlemen, we heard from Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch believes that she is the standard bearer of the WWE Women's Division, and in fact, she believes she is the only woman here on the Monday Night Raw roster that deserves to be a champion. Well, this woman right here may beg to differ. Of course, Stephanie Vaquer, a former NXT Women's Champion, a former NXT Women's North American Champion. Hell, at one point, she held both of those titles at the same time. Then, of course, she would make her way here to Monday Night Raw, and ever since she has walked through those doors, well, really, ever since she has kicked down those doors, she has become a fan favorite here tonight and one of the fastest rising stars here in the company, just like Javon Evans, who we saw was victorious earlier tonight. Well, Stephanie Vaquer is in one-on-one action against Natalya, one of the most experienced talents we have here in the business. Of course, both of these women trying to get some energy from the WWE universes. Oh, look at this now. Meeting in the middle of the ring, it seems. And now Stephanie Vaquer reaching out the hand to Natalya. Natalya contemplating if she wants to oblige or not. And there she goes. She will. And here we go. This 1v1 contest set to get underway here. Stephanie Vaquer and Natalya meet in the middle of the ring once again. Well, excuse me. Let me try that again. Meet in the middle of the ring once again. And now we have a collar and elbow tie-up. And Stephanie Vaquer with the early advantage here against Natalya. Of course, if you want to get technical with Natalya, you better be ready for anything, because Natalya, of course, the only female graduate of the Heart Dungeon. But it seems like right now, Stephanie Vaquer holding her own against Natalya. Stephanie Vaquer is no technical slouch either, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these women, very, very talented, both very capable of being champion here in WWE, and both looking to possibly put their name in the hat as well for Backlash in a couple of weeks. We will see who is able to really get their name into the hat here. Is right now Stephanie Vaquer able to fight back here against Natalya with the headlock locked in here. Natalya in a little bit of trouble. What is the game plan for the Queen of Hearts? She tries to fight her way out of this into the Irish whip, and oh my goodness, a back body drop that caught Stephanie Vaquer off guard. Into the cover goes Natalya. Quick kick out at one though. She's got to stay on the attack here, and that is exactly what she'll do. Is Natalya with a nice driver, taking down a sit-out body slam, if you will, by the Queen of Hearts. Natalya now bringing Stephanie Vaquer to the corner, looking to control Vaquer, looking to make sure she can't do much of anything. But right now, Stephanie Vaquer able to fight out of there, and there's a big kick to the gut of the Queen of Hearts. Natalya is down, and it's not looking too good. She's got to find a way to get round to Stephanie Vaquer. She's got to find a way to get a hold of the situation once again, or this one could be all said and done in a couple of moments. Of course, Natalya, a former women's champion in her own right, a former women's tag team champion, a former Divas champion. She has done a lot here in the WWE, has been in, I believe, every women's Royal Rumble there has been ever since the first one, ever since its inception here in the company. Now Stephanie Vaquer with some back elbows, not going for the third one though, as Natalya, nice back club there, takes down Stephanie Vaquer, and right now Natalya seems to be fired up. Stephanie Vaquer rolled to the outside. She's going to look to get back in the ring. Natalya playing a little bit of cat and mouse here with Stephanie Vaquer as she sweeps the leg, and down goes Stephanie as she hits hard on the apron. Hardest part of the ring right there is that ring apron, and Natalya will bring Stephanie back into the squared circle. Referee Daphne LaShawn looking close at all of the action here. I apologize. We have been stuttering a lot here on commentary. It's just been an amazing night. We were excited to bring this new era of WWE to you. And I got to say, the men and the women of WWE have done a fabulous job here tonight. And we are still not done, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, our main event still to come. Seth Rollins and Ludwig Kaiser in our main event to determine who joins Javon Evans in that fatal four-way matchup for the Intercontinental Championship as Stephanie Vaquer goes flying. And right now, the Dark Angel is the last one standing in the ring. Gets a hold of Natalya here. Body slam in the middle of the ring. Stephanie hits the ropes now into the leg drop. Natalya not looking too good right now. She's got to find a way to fight her way back into this contest. And now, oh my goodness, picking her up from her head right there and slamming her back to the ground is the Dark Angel. Stephanie Vaquer right now raining down the offense on Natalya. Natty's not looking too good right now. Now resting on the ropes. And now Irish whip here by Stephanie goes under Natalya and now kicks her down with that big kick there. Using Natalya's momentum against her is Vaquer. Has the hook of the leg, but Natalya's not done. Kick out at 2. Stephanie Vaquer visibly a little bit frustrated right there, but she must know that Natalya is no slouch and she is not going to be easy defeating Natalya here tonight. So kick to the gut there. Natalya once again able to slow down Stephanie Vaquer. And now here comes Natalya with the big discus clothesline. Into the cover now goes the Queen of Hearts looking to pin Vaquer to the mat. But there's a kick out at 2. Not enough for Natalya. But of course, we all know Natalya. She's going to stay on the offensive. And now she's got the sharpshooter locked in. Can she fully get it in? There we go. Sharpshooters locked in by Natalya, and Stephanie Vaquer is nowhere near a rope. You can see Natalya, her position, the ring awareness, able to position herself between Stephanie Vaquer and the ropes that would help for a rope break. But it seems like Stephanie Vaquer does not need it. Able to fight out of the sharpshooter right there. Big forearm to Natalya. And wait a minute, here comes Stephanie Vaquer with the SVB. Back down on the knee, and Stephanie's not done after the SVB. Heading up top, here comes the Dark Angel flying through the air. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Stephanie Vaquer with a very impressive performance here tonight against one of the most experienced, one of the most gamed competitors still in the business that we have here in the WWE. That is Natalya. A great showing for the Dark Angel here tonight. As we said, she has taken the main roster by storm, and tonight she proves exactly why the Dark Angel La Primera is one of the best in the business.
Here is your winner.
I don't know about you all, ladies and gentlemen, but to me, that woman right there would be a formidable champion. Wherever Becky Lynch may be, if she was watching this match, we know that she said she is the standard bearer, that she is the only one she believes deserves to be a champion here on Monday Night Raw. But after that performance tonight, Stephanie Vaquer proved that she not only deserves to be the champion, but she just might be the best of the best. Whoa, well, speaking of the best, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most popular stars here in the WWE has made her way to Monday Night Raw, and it seems she is going to confront Stephanie Vaquer. Rhea Bloody Ripley is on the scene here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and talking about another woman that possibly deserves to be champion, who would be a very formidable champion. We're talking about the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley, one of the most impressive competitors here in the women's division. And not only do we already have Becky Lynch, Stephanie Vaquer, Natalya, hell, the returning AJ Lee, and many more on the red brand, it seems like Rhea Ripley has also put pen to paper with Monday Night Raw. Well, this is certainly something to see, ladies and gentlemen. Rhea Bloody Ripley making her presence known here tonight. Becky Lynch just might be eating her words right now backstage, as Rhea Ripley is here tonight confronting Stephanie Vaquer. These two women face to face in the middle of the ring. Tensions are high on Monday Night Raw. Well, coming up next week on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, it is women's action as Becky Lynch, we saw her earlier tonight running her mouth. Can she back it up next week when she goes one-on-one with Michin? And also, Intercontinental Championship qualifiers are still going. After tonight, 2 more spots will be available, and we will fill those next week, with the first matchup being Solo Sikoa going one-on-one with Dragon Lee. And then, of course, the other championship qualifying match. This is going to be a big one. 2 monsters, 2 behemoths go one-on-one as the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu goes up against Bronson Reed. Big-time matchups, set for next week on Monday Night Raw, but we still have one more to go here tonight as it is main event time here in Columbia, South Carolina, and European Elegance is in the building.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Hamburg, Germany, weighing in at 220 pounds, Ludwig Kaiser.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, Gunther's running buddy in Imperium, Ludwig Kaiser, has had many opportunities to have some single success here in the WWE. Unfortunately, was unsuccessful. Of course, Kaiser, a former NXT Tag Team Champion, has that title to his name, but now he is looking to pick up possibly the biggest win of his career here tonight as he goes one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins to see if Ludwig Kaiser is able to put his name in the hat for the Backlash Premium Live event, and if he is able to get one step closer to winning the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, Ludwig Kaiser, very calculating. He is a very smart individual, speaks a lot of languages if you do not know that about him. European Elegance, carries himself with a lot of poise. Very professional is Ludwig Kaiser, and he is looking to put his game plan to motion here tonight, and he is looking for a very successful outing here in our main event. But of course, he's facing a man that is a former Intercontinental Champion in his own right, a former World Champion, United States Champion, Tag Team Champion, Mr. Money in the Bank, has main evented WrestleMania, has won the Royal Rumble, you name it, this man has probably done it, and the WWE Universe will do one thing for him, and that is sing his song. The visionary, the architect, the man of many names is Seth freaking Rollins, widely known across the globe. And tonight, he is looking to get one step closer with bringing another championship reign to his collection. Listen to the WWE Universe prior to this main event, ladies and gentlemen. Like we said, the WWE Universe will sing his song, and that is exactly what is going down here tonight in the Colonial Life Arena here in Columbia, South Carolina. It is main event time, and the WWE Universe live here tonight is making sure that we know about it. Seth Rollins, Ludwig Kaiser, both seem ready to go. And here we go, the bell has been rung, main event time. And it is going to be good. Ludwig Kaiser telling Seth Rollins to come on here. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of chain. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. There's both of these men starting off high. Here we go. The collar and elbow tie. We are locked up here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. This main event matchup is underway. Seth Rollins out of the gate with the headlock locked in. Seth Rollins with the early advantage in this matchup, feeling out process for these two men here in the main event. And oh, look at this. Seth Rollins here doing what he can here to keep Ludwig Kaiser off his guard. Has that hammerlock locked in and locked in pretty good. Now Ludwig gets his own locked in right here. These men going back and forth here in the chain affair. Big strike there by Ludwig, though, trying to keep Seth Rollins at bay. It seems like Seth Rollins trying to find a way out of this now. Now able to fight out with the snapmare into the chin lock right here. Chin lock here. Ludwig Kaiser now in trouble. He's able to slip out of that. He's got a hammerlock yet again. Both of these men going back and forth here. This feeling out process, WWE Universe on their feet. Now Seth Rollins with the takedown, and now he's got A-frame locked in here. My goodness. Wrenching on that arm is Seth freaking Rollins as Ludwig Kaiser is in deep trouble, and he's able to fight his way out of that with a couple of gut blows there to Seth freaking Rollins. And now he's going to regain his composure here. And Rollins waiting for him right now. And now here we go. We're locked up yet again with these two. What's going to happen now? Now this time Ludwig Kaiser gets the headlock locked in on Seth freaking Rollins. Ludwig Kaiser trying to out-wrestle Seth Rollins right now, it seems. But Rollins is able to keep up with Kaiser. Rollins knowing exactly what he's doing in there. A seasoned vet, both of these two are. This is going to be a good one, and it's just really getting started. Now Seth Rollins, ooh, a nice takedown there by Seth freaking Rollins. And now we've got somebody on the mat once again. Ludwig Kaiser trying to find a way to fight out of this one, but it seems like right now Seth Rollins is in full control. Now they're able to feed up there with the headlock. What's Kaiser looking to do right now? He's got to find a way out of this headlock if he's trying to get back into this contest. And here we go. Irish whip Seth Rollins off as he gets out of the way. Rollins stops himself, but there's a big kick taking down Ludwig, and right now Seth Rollins is in control. And now here comes Seth freaking Rollins sending Ludwig to the corner here. Big punch there to keep Ludwig at bay. Now Rollins puts Ludwig on the top rope. Big punch. Oh my goodness. Ludwig spills to the outside, and now Rollins is going to follow. Of course, Intercontinental Championship Qualifying matchup is our main event here tonight between Rollins and Kaiser. One of these men will be joining Javon Evans at Backlash in that fatal four-way contest, and there will only be 2 spots left to fill, as we already know the matchups for next week. Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed, along with Solo Sikoa and Dragon Lee. There's now Rollins running off the apron with that big knee strike onto Ludwig, and right now the Architect is looking pretty good and the vision is clear. Rollins now getting back into the ring. Gonna roll Ludwig up here into the cover, hooks the leg of Ludwig Kaiser. Not enough, a kick out at 2 by European Elegance. You gotta think wherever he is right now, Gunther is probably somewhere watching this contest, trying to make sure that his guy Ludwig is able to get the job done here tonight. Ooh, there's a nice uppercut there by Ludwig, able to take down Seth Rollins. I mean, who knows? Maybe Gunther is trying to watch this matchup, or maybe him and CM Punk are still going at it from what happened to kick off the show earlier tonight. For CM Punk coming out here to claim claim to the World Heavyweight Championship, but Gunther obviously was not too happy that's what he was doing, and so he came out here and gave Punk a little bit of a piece of his mind. We can't worry about that right now. We have to worry about Ludwig Kaiser and Seth Rollins here on our main event. And right now, Ludwig Kaiser is all over the Visionary. Kaiser looking to qualify for Backlash and looking to become the Intercontinental Champion. Sending Rollins into the corner. Rollins hits hard, and now, oh, big kick there by Ludwig. Now hangs up Rollins in the ropes here. And now Ludwig Kaiser. Oh my goodness, a nice running drop kick there. Kicks down Rollins. And right now Kaiser is in full control. Kaiser now up to the middle rope here. And there's a big splash there by Kaiser. He falls into the cover here. And oh, Rollins with a quick kick out there. Kick out at 1, but does not pop up immediately. Damage being done right now by Ludwig Kaiser. Slowly but surely, Rollins sent to the outside, and now Kaiser will follow. What's Ludwig's game plan here? Kaiser sending Rollins into those steel steps. Those do not give at all. And now Kaiser, he's going to get back into the ring, and oh, look at that. Trying to maximize all the time that he has out there. Referee, I believe, only got to a count of 2, and Kaiser was already trying to restart the count. The ring awareness by Ludwig Kaiser. Very smart here in the ring is Ludwig. Of course, he hangs around Gunther. I'd hope he'd be very smart. Both of those men, very smart and very creative on how they do their stuff in the ring. Right now, Ludwig all over Seth Rollins. And here goes Kaiser once again, able to break the count, getting in the ring and going right back out. That's how you break the count right there. Ladies and gentlemen, a masterclass right now by Ludwig Kaiser. I can't even get too mad at him. And now, wait a minute, Kaiser now puts Rollins here onto our announce table. And now Rollins face first off the announce table. And right now, Ludwig Kaiser is in full control of the Visionary. Rollins has been all out of sorts ever since that uppercut, and now there's a little bit of a shoulder breaker right there. Here comes Kaiser once again, getting into the ring and right back out to break the count. Rollins is in trouble, and right now Kaiser is raining down the lefts. I mean, this is just a phenomenal strategy right now by Ludwig Kaiser. Able to keep Rollins down, not giving Rollins much room to breathe besides when he has to go break the count. Now both men finally back into the squared circle. And now Rollins may have just been given a little bit too much time to recover by Ludwig Kaiser. Now Rollins trying to fight his way back into the matchup. And oh my goodness! A little bit of a running discus uppercut, I would call that, by Kaiser. Has a cover, but Rollins able to thrust up at 2. Using the power there to get Kaiser off of him. But Ludwig Kaiser right now all over the Visionary. And now look at that, going to the throat there with a little bit of a chop. It's not illegal, but he's got to be careful with moves like that. And now Kaiser now a knee to the gut of Rollins. Rollins is down and he's not looking too good. Kaiser all over the Visionary. WWE Universe on their feet watching this main event contest as Ludwig Kaiser looks to pick up the biggest win of his career. Has Seth Rollins on the top rope. What the hell is Kaiser looking to do right now? Ludwig Kaiser has a hold of Seth Rollins, looking for the big superplex, but Rollins is able to fight out of that one, and Kaiser crashes and burns. And now Rollins with a big leg drop. Leg drop there by Seth Rollins and the Visionary trying to fight his way back into this contest. There's a big knee strike there by Rollins. And now Rollins, he's fired up. Rollins fired up here in the middle of the ring. Down goes Kaiser on the outside. And now Seth Rollins calling for Kaiser. He sees the opportunity. Rollins now off the ropes, looking to fly. Oh my goodness! Seth Rollins goes flying, and it seems like the Visionary is back into the fray. Seth Rollins has the blueprints. He just has to use them properly. They don't call him the architect for no reason. Ludwig Kaiser now in deep trouble as Rollins slams him on the apron. And now look at this, Seth Rollins, we all know he's a veteran in the game. He knows about restarting the count, and that's exactly what he does right there. Now gets Kaiser back into the ring. Now Seth Rollins now springboard frog splash onto the back of Kaiser. Seth Rollins right now looking pretty good in this main event contest. Kaiser in deep trouble. Oh, wait a minute. Seth Rollins here. He has Kaiser up, and he uses that buckle bomb. Brings down Kaiser. into the cover, and look at the positioning of Seth Rollins there, positioning himself between the ropes and Kaiser, but unfortunately it didn't matter as Kaiser able to get the shoulder up, but that's great ring awareness there by Seth Rollins. What's the game plan now for Rollins? Oh, Kaiser able to catch him before Rollins able to think about anything, stuns him off the top rope, and Rollins crashes and burns to the outside. Here we go again, right back to the outside of the ring. Ludwig Kaiser now has a hold of Rollins, now trying to weaken down Rollins by any means necessary. Slowly, methodically, that's the way Kaiser wants to handle this contest. And now Kaiser putting Rollins back in the ring. He will follow. And it seems like Ludwig Kaiser right now attacking limbs, attacking anything that he believes can give him an advantage in this contest. And now Ludwig Kaiser has a hold of Seth Rollins. I'm going to try to choke him out here in the middle of the ring. He also has that knee placed in the small of the back there, if you can see it. Great positioning there by Ludwig Kaiser. European elegance, of course, hangs around Gunther, so you know he has a... Oh, my goodness! Big super kick by Rollins. And now Rollins is going to head to the top rope. Here comes Seth freaking Rollins. He hits the Phoenix Splash. He never hits that move. And even though we hit it, it's still not enough. What the hell do either of these men have to do to get to Backlash to fight for the Intercontinental Championship? Rollins, oh my goodness, misses the maneuver as Kaiser moved out of the way. He missed the shoulder check. And now Kaiser has a hold of Rollins, and he just brings him back into the ring right over the top rope. And now Kaiser with the snapmare off the ropes, and Kaiser with that big kick to Seth Rollins. Has the leg hook, is Rollins' foot under the rope? It doesn't matter, it's a kick out at 2. But you gotta think the positioning of Seth's foot might have been underneath that bottom rope. The referee must have missed that one. Regardless, Rollins able to power the shoulder up and the match continues. Both of these men are going to have to give it their all here, ladies and gentlemen. We saw what Gable and Evans were willing to do earlier tonight. What are these two willing to do in order to get the Backlash, to get that Intercontinental Championship? Now Ludwig trying to throw some strikes here. Rollins reverses that one. And now here comes Rollins with a strike of his own. And another one. And Kaiser tried to move out of the way. He blocks that one, though. And now here we go. Both of these men have been going back and forth. Kaiser and Rollins in the middle of the ring. Oh, look at this. Kaiser telling Rollins to come on to bring it. And Rollins is going to oblige with a big chop. And now he tried to go for a chop of his own and missed. Rollins tried to go for another one and missed. And now we finally have one connecting. Both of these men going back and forth. What a contest this has been in the main event of Monday Night Raw on the season premiere. Rollins and Kaiser going back and forth. And now I believe we're going to have a hockey fight on our hands. Here we go. Who's going to get the upper hand in this one? The WWE Universe is on their feet. Rollins with a discus forearm. Seth Rollins is standing tall. Rollins now drop kick to the back of Kaiser in the corner. Rollins is feeling it. Drop kick to Kaiser now while he's seated in the corner. Now Seth Rollins planning out his next move. He's been dished out a lot of punishment. Kaiser has done everything he can to Rollins. And I guess Rollins is just trying to catch his breath. He's trying to do something right now. Contemplating his next move, trying to see what he is willing to do to Ludwig. We all know Seth Rollins. He has a sicko. Wait a minute. Seth Rollins now has Kaiser into the pedigree. Pedigree by Seth freaking Rollins, but he's not taking advantage of the situation. He has Kaiser down. Now he's going to try for a cover, but was that too much time? And indeed it was. Kaiser saw the bottom rope. Seth just gave him a little bit too much time. A very extremely rare minor error by Seth freaking Rollins. Usually he would be all on top of that with a cover. This matchup would probably be over. But I guess with all the punishment that's been dealt out to Rollins by Ludwig Kaiser, he is just not fully here. He is not able to fully capitalize the way he wants to. Now Rollins sends Ludwig to the corner, and now stomping a mud hole into Ludwig Kaiser right there is Seth freaking Rollins. Oh no, wait a minute here. Well, that is the music of Imperium, primarily the ring general Gunther. We all knew Gunther was probably watching this matchup somewhere. Where the hell is... Oh, wait a minute! Gunther, he's in the ring! Oh my God! Just cracked Rollins' skull open with that damn steel chair, and now Ludwig Kaiser seems to have an open opportunity. We all know Gunther always has a plan, and it seems like the plan was to get involved and to help his guy get into the fatal four-way matchup if things were going south, and that's exactly what the hell is happening right now. Oh, come on, not like this. Ludwig Kaiser drives down Seth Rollins, and Ludwig Kaiser is going to be headed to Backlash. Rollins got the shoulder up. You've got to be kidding me. Seth Rollins is still in the fight. Oh, wait a minute. And Gunther coming right back out here. Clearly, he's not too happy with what just transpired. Rollins is still in the fight. Gunther is perplexed. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what he just saw. Oh, wait a minute. That's CM Punk. Punk is back, and he's still looking to get his hands on Gunther. A lot going down here in the main event of Raw. This started earlier tonight to open the show when Punk and Gunther were having a war of words, and now it seems like the issues are still not settled between these two alpha males. CM Punk taking care of Gunther, sends him back to the back. That brawl's still going on. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Kaiser trying to still take advantage here, and Rollins with another discus forearm. Seth Rollins back into the fight, in the kick to the gut. Rollins now. There's the stomp by Seth freaking Rollins. He's not done. Rollins, another one for the road. And Seth freaking Rollins has overcome the odds, and Seth freaking Rollins has punched his name to Backlash, where he will join Javon Evans in a battle for the Intercontinental Championship. What a contest here tonight in the main event of Monday Night Raw, and the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Everything going down in this contest, a lot of twists and turns, but at the end of the day, the architect always has a plan, and Seth freaking Rollins has punched his name to Backlash.
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
It will be a night of celebration for Seth freaking Rollins. Overcomes a very well prepared and gamed Ludwig Kaiser here tonight. Imperium falls here tonight on Monday Night Raw as Rollins stands tall to end the show. The graphic has been updated. 2 spots filled, 2 more to go. Rollins and Evans are going to Backlash. Who will join them? Find out next time on Monday Night Raw next week. Thank you for joining us for the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.